All right, we are jumping into day 5 of the Leetcode. We're doing 1394 find lucky number integer in an array. It's an easy, so let's see this. Hopefully everyone had a good 4th of July. We're going to be headed into this one. Yesterday's was a hard, pretty tough one. We were able to get it. But let's see what we got here. So find a lucky integer in an array. Given an array of integers, a lucky integer is an integer that its frequency in the array is equal to its value. Return the largest, luckiest integer. Okay, so if we look through this example as an example, we have 2 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4. And since 2 has 2 values and is also 2 itself, it's a lucky number. And since there's no 3 threes or 4 fours, 2 is the greatest value. Here, there's all 3 are lucky numbers, but 3 is the largest lucky number. And if there's no answer, it returns -1. So, um, there's some really easy ways to do this in Python. Um, like if we use we'll just go through it, and I think it's totally valid to use counter, but there's this thing called from collections import counter, and it allows us to literally have the value and frequency together. And essentially what we're going to be doing here is we could do this in one line and make this kind of sweet, but I think we'll just do it. I think it's going to be pretty clean doing it in one line, but uh, yeah, so um, we're not going to do this in one line, actually. We'll come back to the one line solution. Let's come up with the proper solution, but um, lucky vowels. So we have lucky vowels. And what we're essentially going to do here is, since we have the array it looks like an array of like 2 2, sorry, 2 2, maybe 3 1. But this is for the first example, for example. And it'll be 4 1. It's gonna look like that. So essentially we just want to eval in count. We essentially want to check if k equals v, lucky vowels dot append v. It doesn't even matter if we added v or k there because it's the same. And then just return the max of lucky vowels. And I think that should be it. Let's check it out. Oh, I messed something up. Gotta do the items here. Because that's how you do maps. Actually, that's a map, not an array, by the way. Max on it. Okay, max on empty sequence. If lucky vowels, else -1. So that's just the case that we have no lucky vowels and we get all solutions to accept. Let's throw this into the submission and we get it. Perfect. Let's see if we can make this one line really quick too. So let's see if we can do that. This feels like a one-liner. So essentially what you want to do here is like move things slowly by kind of slowly, but let's just see kval for. So we're gonna do this for loop. For kv in dot items. If kv, we need a filter here essentially. Yeah, so Yeah, so we need to filter here, I think. And the key is going to equal lambda x of 0 equals x of 1. Actually, we might be able to just drop this. Yeah, put it like this. So now we're filtering only the values that have the same key value. So and then we convert this back to a list. And then max, essentially, we take this line here, put it here, and then put counter right here. Going for the one line solution. Actually, terrible way to do this because if there's something wrong, I'm not going to know. Yeah. Um, Positional argument. I'm gonna have to drop some of these out. Yeah. Okay. Let's run this now. Okay, it doesn't like filter. I think, honestly, I think it goes like this. Maybe. Does it go? Yeah, it does. Okay, we'll put this back in here. So you just have to switch the arguments, not too bad. Filter takes no keyword arguments. Right. We don't. If Oh, you know what? I think Max, you know what we could do? We could just do that. I think Max has like a way of returning. No, is that not true? Wait, filter takes no keyword arguments. Wait, back to the drawing board here. I don't know what that's about. What do you mean filter takes no keyword arguments? I'm not sure what that means. Let's comment this out for a second. Quickly look into filter Python. This is turning into a fun little thing. Okay, function. And then, so it is function first. Okay, but there's no. Okay, there's no key here. It's just like this. It's just like that, right? Wow, it's taking a while. I think this is an issue with my network. Should we try it again? How's the network doing here? Okay. It's alive. Okay, okay. We just had some issues with filter. That's no worries. That's part of learning is figuring out how filter works, figuring out how these things work. Let's put this return here. And then put that there. Making this one line solution is going to be so clean. Okay. And then pretty sure I can do that. Mm. We are currently filtering on we're currently okay, I don't know. Yeah, we have to add a map here. I know that for well, I don't know if we maybe I don't know if like it's not this is maybe not the most best way to do this, but now we're really getting out of the way. Yeah. Let me just see if there's a way to do this kind of nicely. Default equals 0. Or -1 in this case. We're learning a lot about syntax in Python here. And we're passing well. So now we put this here. Remove this. One line solution. I knew it was possible. I mean, most of them are possible, but they're really complex. And look at that. We got actually better runtime. I don't know if that's just, I think it's just random, but yeah, thank you for watching all. And that's the one line solution and the actual solutions. I don't go for one lines all the time, but when I see it, I can go for it. So yeah, that's it. Thank you all.